of Road to the Finals. Today we play a game against the Boston Celtics, our first game against the Celtics this year. They are 3-2 on the season. We are sitting at a dismal 0-7 on the season. With a good game out last time, looking to build on that and push our way even closer to a win, or even a win. That would be even better. Get ourselves off the snide and get King Rouse off my back. He's been sitting there talking in my ear, saying, "Oh, dude, you're gonna be the first team to go 0-82. You're gonna have the worst record in the league." You know what? I don't want to hear that crap anymore from him. So I'm taking care of it at least this month. We got the Magic coming up this month. We got the Pistons and the Nuggets, teams that are beatable and teams that we should beat. So we're going to have to see. Me and the Magic are the last two winless teams in basketball. So let's try and get off the snide tonight, or even the next game. That would be just as good either way, as long as I don't go 0-82, because that would make for a very long season. Even a 1-81 season would be a very long season. But big game last time out from Greg Monroe, who put up a double-double, had one heck of a ball game. He was helped down low as well by Giannis Antetokounmpo, who also had a big game. So let's see if we can get a win here. King Rouse already got a win yesterday. He won 112-105 against the Sixers, team I played absolutely awful against. So that put him back at the 500 mark. So let's see if we can get a win here. Let's go ahead and jump into this game, and I'll be back after the game, guys. Enjoy.
Can they slow him down?
And thank you for that, Doris.
The Boston Celtics figured to be near the bottom of the league last year. In many ways, they outperformed a lot of people's expectations.
And by no means were they a contender at any point, but they very well could be ahead of themselves in terms of the rebuilding process.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And with the Celtics being a surprise threat near the end of last season, even their losses were close games.
To back up your point about the Celtics being in close games, I mean, their point differential on the year was less than where you would expect it to be for a team that made the playoffs. I mean, it really gives you an idea of how many close games they played.
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
And still, I don't know that anyone can define what Giannis's position is. It's kind of still up in the air. I mean, he's played mostly on the wing a season ago, and thus far, maybe that could end up being the best fit.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Prior to last season, Giannis was experimenting with the point guard position for stretches during the summer league.
Well, you know, Kevin, he's just the type of guy whose size and length really allow him to guard every position.
True. Now here's Carter Williams. Isaiah Thomas unable to get his last shot to go. Shot's good. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Sullinger the screen. Over in the corner, Zeller. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Zeller's got his first 2 points of the night.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
And that one's good. So it's Boston now, trailing by 2. Thomas passes to Sullinger. Picked by Zeller. Pass to Bradley. From outside the arc. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. The Bucks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Middleton dishes to Antetokounmpo. Back to Middleton. To the middle. It's stolen by Sullinger. Bradley against Antetokounmpo. Bradley kicks to Thomas. Sullinger the screen. Thomas passes to Sullinger. 4 on the clock. And he gets it to go.
How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Innovation and improvisation right there, Greg. Finding a way to get that shot to fall after taking the contact.
And for Sullinger last season, further indication, Clark, that he needs to keep working on his conditioning.
And that was a concern coming into the league with Jared, is just how committed would he be to working on his body all the time and maintaining the level of conditioning that he needs. And injuries have been a part of that not being the case, but when he's out there, he's capable.
Now, here is Monroe. Zeller grabs the board.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Here's Sullinger. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. And that's now 7 points for Jared Sullinger.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence. And talking about Sullinger, you wonder if he's been in the right scheme for the past couple years. He's not a three-point shooter. He's a back-to-the-basket banger. You want proof? Only hit 28% from behind the arc last season, and that was his career high.
Parker's shot is off.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Well, we've seen him before. He does not allow you to just get easy baskets. He's always going to make you work for it.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
You know, on the topic of Sullinger, guys, he said publicly that people are doubting him. And he's right. I mean, until he gets in better shape and stays that way, there will always be questions surrounding that part of his game. Hopefully for him going forward, he can be more Duncan than Diallo in the way he treats his body.
And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Parker.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Celtics leading by 3. Outside Thomas. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And watching Jay Crowder, he can really beast you up, Greg, and take you out of your game. One of the most physical wings, I think, in the NBA.
And not the most flexible athlete, but he mentioned it allows him to control the pace. I mean, he's a bumper and a grinder and hitting a big three out of nowhere. So he's what we call a true gamer.
Looking at Jay Crowder, he got traded from Dallas to Boston in the Rondo deal last season. Nobody expected all that much from him. All he did was go out and become one of the most valuable players on that team.
And the second free throw, good.
When you talk about Jay Crowder, there are those that you win because of, and then there are guys like him that you win with. I mean, the guy who's going to take the charge, commit the hard foul, do what others won't, really shows the heart of a champion.
And here comes Thomas leading the fast break. Now the pass to Zeller from 13. Boston again missing. Bucks trail by 4. Carter Williams with it. And there's the feed to Antetokounmpo. Parker outside. Just 5 to shoot. Tipped away. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Celtics leading by 4. Bradley dishes to Thomas. And Zeller kicks to Bradley. Nice ball movement by Boston. Thomas passes to Sullinger. Out left to the wing. That's good for Thomas on the assist by Zeller. Thomas got 5 points so far.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Middleton left side. Shot to stop the run, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And the Bucks making a change here. Mayo's checked in, and a change for the Celtics. Lee's checked in. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Boston.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Now, here's Thomas. He has 5. Sullinger with the bucket.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up.
The Milwaukee Bucks ended last season 41 up and 41 down, a perfect 500 mark, and they were the epitome, Clark, of average at the end of the season, and as you can see, even during it.
Well, they're a young team, but at one point, 17-17, also had an 11-11 record against the East and 6-6 against the West.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And the Bucks were average last season. I mean, they were 17-17, also 7-7 at home, 10-10 on the road, 5-5 in the games leading up to that. So in every measurable way, they were 500.
John Henson's checked in for Milwaukee. Bayless comes in for Carter Williams. The Celtics also with a sub. Smart's checked in. Here is Bayless. Henson with the screen. It's stolen by Sullinger. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Thomas is running. That is good. And it's a 9-point Celtic lead.
Just thinking back to that Milwaukee factoid again, I mean, the odds that we'll ever see something like that happen again are minuscule. I mean, that team was just destined to end up 41-41.
Here is Bayless. Ball's knocked loose. Lee with the steal. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Lee's got his first points of the night.
And really, these teams don't even look like they belong on the same court today.
I don't think they do, based on what we've seen, a double-digit lead, and we're still in the first. Ouch. That's painful.
And Bayless kicks to Mayo. Dishes to Bayless. Feeds it to Henson. Just 5 on the clock. Antetokounmpo. Bayless the pass to Mayo. Henson with the screen. Another shot, and it's laid in by Monroe. Monroe's got his second basket. Celtics leading by 9. Pass to Crowder. Lee against Henson. The shot misses. The Bucks go the other way with it. Now Bayless. Henson with the screen. And Bayless kicks to Monroe. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
Vasquez, he's checked in for Monroe. Olynyk, he's checked in for Boston. Turner comes in for Crowder. Here is Bayless. He's guarded by Thomas. 4 on the clock. Here's Vasquez. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Celtics leading by 9. And here's Smart. He feeds it to Thomas. Clock at 6. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss. And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Now here's Thomas. He's got 5. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Now the Bucks moving it up. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
The Celtics with the lead. Smart kicks to Lee. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Down low. Olynyk with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Turner's got it. Good, and Smart gets the assist. And the Celtics lead by 9.
The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
Now here's Vasquez. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Here's Antetokounmpo. That's short off the rim.
And Jason Kidd has seen a lot of things in his first few years of coaching. Already changed teams once and had some personnel issues, but you cannot deny that he knows how to get the most out of his team.
The Bucks have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Henson with the screen. He dishes it to Vasquez. He kicks it to Bayless. Passes it to Antetokounmpo. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. It was a tough battle down the stretch, but the Celtics were able to get back into the playoffs last year.
And kind of just hovering around all season, but give them credit. They fought their way in and spent only 1 year out of the postseason in their rebuild.
And, you know, for the Celtics, the actual playoff series didn't go well. They got swept by the Cavaliers, but most people will remember the injuries from the series more than the play, and the Celtics have a bright future, no doubt.
Johnson, he's checked in for Lee. And he sinks the second.
Well, listen, it was a forgettable series for Celtics fans. However, the Celtics' young core were able to experience postseason basketball. That's something that you can really never replicate. I'm sure they'll be hungry for more of it, and credit Brad Stevens on a terrific job.
And watching Amir Johnson Clark, he seems so casual about silently destroying opponents in the paint, and he's carried that air about him almost his entire career.
You know what? He's rarely had plays called for him, Kevin. He doesn't produce a bunch of highlights, but he's really potent. I mean, one of the league's best at defending opponents at the rim, grabbing in-traffic rebounds. Those both are valuable assets.
Thomas, no luck.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
The shot's good from Bayless.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
It's deflected. One-on-one fast break. Stolen by Smart. Turner dishes to Thomas. Turner passes to Thomas. The floater. Smart wide open. He fires. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got 6 assists in the game. Bucks trail by 12. Here's Mayo. Here's Bayless. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Boston on top, up by 12. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And Amir Johnson re-signed in Toronto. He's been a big part of this team for years, and he talked about their great fan support in Toronto. A lot of fans south of the border in the U.S. are surprised when they learn how passionate, Clark, the fans in Toronto can be.
You know, Kevin, that's so true. I mean, when they get it going at the Air Canada Center, that place rocks. And it's great to hear Amir talk about how that pumps him up and makes him want to do it for Canada.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And a very convincing performance from the Celtics so far.
I just really like what we're seeing from a defensive standpoint, forcing a lot of turnovers with those quick hands.
Yeah, those active hands, Greg, have produced a number of steals early. They've been very aggressive.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Jay Crowder out there with Amir Johnson. Then it's Tyler Zeller. Then there's Avery Bradley. And it's Turner in at the 1. And so it's Milwaukee now after the basket by Boston. Carter Williams kicks to Monroe. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And Greg Monroe really has had a good young career despite playing out of position for much of it. He has the size and skill set of an agile center, but was made to play power forward in Detroit once they drafted Andre Drummond, and that took some getting used to.
He misses the free throw. We're talking about Greg Monroe, and Greg, you gave us a nice little synopsis. He doesn't have, Clark, the long-range jumper teams are now asking out of that position in this day and age in the NBA.
Yeah, more teams want that stretch power forward. He's not super athletic. Where he does his greatest damage is in the painted area, and there's still value in that.
And Turner kicks to Crowder. The dish to Bradley. Turner with it. He's picked up by Parker. Pass to Crowder. Zeller, a screen on Mayo. Shot clock at 5. Johnson, a wide open look. Here's Zeller. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Zeller's got his second bucket of the game to go. Carter Williams against Turner. Carter Williams kicks to Monroe. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark.
Which is a spark they desperately need, Kevin. They've got to ramp up the intensity.
Here's Turner. following the bucket by the Bucks. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Now, here is Monroe. He has 7. Parker passes to Mayo. Middleton dishes to Carter Williams. He's looking for Monroe and finds him. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Not doing them any favors with those kinds of errors.
Especially now, Greg, with every possession being so crucial.
David Lee checked in for Boston. Boston leading by 16. Outside Bradley. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Lee. Soft touch off the glass. Lee's got his second basket of the night.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Timeout called the Bucks. Well, David Lee with the Golden State Warriors began his career with the New York Knicks. We're talking about him and his play, and it's sometimes hard to get a good compass on what kind of player he is.
Yeah, you know, he was drafted 30th when he came out and certainly played above that draft slot. Then when he re-upped for the 6 years, $80 million, people started to wonder if he was able to play to that value.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter.
And getting back to David Lee, before the big contract, he was putting up some huge lines. I mean, he was the first Knick to go 30 and 20 in a game since the great Patrick Ewing. And he became the first NBA player to record at least 35 points, 20 rebounds, and 10 assists since Kareem back in 1976.
Here's Turner. Rebounded by the Bucks. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Parker outside. Tries from the block, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And, you know, back to David Lee, we all know about his struggles with the Warriors, and many had written him off completely. But then at the end of last season, he showed that he still has the energy and skills to contribute if given minutes.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Parker. And Jabari Parker is a rookie, drafted number 2 overall behind Andrew Wiggins. Clark, there was much debate about which of these players, which of these prospects would be better NBA players. What do you think?
Well, I think both showed they're very capable of being stars in the league. Parker got off to a great start, averaging 30 minutes a game until, unfortunately, he had the ACL injury. And Wiggins, conversely, went on to have a big-time season, winning Rookie of the Year.
Got that one up quick. Turner's got 5 now.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now here's Monroe. He has 7. Carter Williams kicks to Parker. And he overshot that one, missing.
Well, that's an excellent challenge right there. Good job contesting that shot by the defender.
The pass to Lee. Outside Turner. Back to Lee. And it's Boston with another.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
The Bucks have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Carter Williams kicks to Monroe. And Boston with the rebound. Zeller's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Bradley. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 3 assists tonight.
And I like the job they've done with working the basketball. They've been moving and getting quality shots.
And, Greg, their field goal percentage reflects that. I mean, they've been the much better team shooting the ball. And you know me, shooting percentage, always a function of shot selection.
The Celtics making a switch here. Sellinger's checked in. Carter Williams dishes to Monroe. To end the run, Lee with the block. Carter Williams against Bradley. Lee passes to Cellinger. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. The Bucks shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. And Turner with the block. Shot no good. Excellent D there from Parker. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And that one's good.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Here's Turner. Jabari Parker making his last shot. Kicks it to Bradley. Boston again missing.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Carter Williams against Turner. Monroe down low. And that's basket number 4. He's taken 9 shots to this point.
You don't need much range to hit from that distance, Kevin.
Outside Turner. And there's the feed to Lee. That's good. Lee's got 8 points.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
And how thrilled must have Evan Turner been last season to get a second chance. Clark with the boost in minutes, confidence, the coaching staff. His game almost just changed overnight.
Yeah, he's a guy who needs the basketball. He's such a good, solid playmaker and has excellent size. Never had a chance in Indiana to really handle the ball and play to his strengths because of Paul George and Lance Stevenson, but he found a nice niche in Boston.
Well, you know what he can do after watching him for so many years with the Buckeyes.
Yeah, he's terrific. Good basketball IQ, too.
And Antetokounmpo's checked in for O.J. Mayo. Bucks have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Antetokounmpo kicks to Monroe. It's stolen by Sullinger. Over in the corner, Turner. Offline with his 3.
And boy, did Evan Turner make the most of his second chance last season. Played with more focus, huge minutes for him with the Celtics. He may have found a home.
Now here's Carter Williams. Back to Parker. Off the pick. Evan Turner pulls it in.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Chris Middleton. That's his first personal foul.
You know, it was a career year all around for Tucker last season. Still has work to do on his game, but showed he can contribute to a winning team. Very good value for his contract, too. You can never discount that.
A different look for Milwaukee. Henson's checked in for Monroe. Vasquez comes in for Chris Middleton. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Carter Williams. And the Celtics also making a change. Thomas checked in for Evan Turner. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Bucks are a strong team last year at home to start the year, certainly. The whole league was marveling at their start. Much improved, Greg, from the season before, but fell off, Greg, a touch late in the season.
And, Kevin, credit Jason Kidd. I mean, he got this team off to that great start, particularly at home, and they built some confidence, and that helped propel them into the playoffs. Sad to say they were still near the bottom of the league, though, in attendance.
Here's Smart. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Smart with the ball. He's picked up by Parker. 6 to shoot. Here's Lee. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feed. 10 points for David Lee.
Boy, he's really doing a nice job taking advantage of what the defense is giving him. Yeah, the Bucks ended, guys, with a 23-18 record at home. Really impressive for a young team. They didn't have the largest margin of victory because they won a lot of close games here at the Bradley Center.
Now here's Henson. And the layup's good off the glass. Henson's got his first 2 points.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
Smart with the ball. He has 6. Outside Thomas. Shoots. And Henson pulls it down.
And one thing that made the Bucks so strong at home was their three-pointers. They're the top in three-point percentage here at home. And easy to get the crowd into it when you knock a couple down from deep. Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. And I'm sure he appreciated it.
Now here's Lee. He's got 10. Bradley can't get it to go. Bucks trail by 21. Henson dishes to Bayless. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Parker inside, guarded by Bradley. Offensive rebound, Antetokounmpo, and good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Now Smart. Sullinger the screen. Sullinger with a screen for Smart. Feeds it to Thomas. Wide open. Good, and Smart gets the assist. And that's now 7 points for Isaiah Thomas.
They're hovering around 50% for the game in three-pointers. That's pretty good. But they've really elevated here in the second quarter.
Bayless the pass to Antetokounmpo. Parker left side. Back to Antetokounmpo. It's stolen by Bradley. And Parker with the block.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Yeah, that's a good observation on your part, Greg. Fewer free throw attempts for them this quarter. And the danger is they can't afford to get too comfortable out there because they've got the lead. Otherwise, it might start to get away from them.
Olynyk, he's checked in for Boston. Crowder comes in for Avery Bradley. Dishes it to Smart. Pass to Crowder. To the right side. Right side, Thomas. Here's Sullinger. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's on Jabari Parker.
And really a fantastic season for Sullinger last year. Really made some leaps forward, but missed a lot of time still due to injury.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Sullinger. Sullinger did continue to improve last year, Clark, but you can't ignore that he had to miss time once again.
Yeah, and you hope that he'll be able to stay healthy for a full year at some point. When he's on the floor, he's a hard matchup for just about every team in the league.
Last season, the Celtics had a solid 19-22 road record, Clark. Not the 500 mark most teams want, but a very good effort from a young team, and no one really expected that.
Yeah, and you think about this team that's still growing and has a lot of youth. I mean, that kind of road record, very impressive. Their fans should be feeling pretty good about what the future holds with this group.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Vasquez kicks to Parker. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. 7 points in the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go from 11. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. It's on Jared Sullinger.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And thinking back on the Celtics, on the road, their away record doesn't tell the whole story. They won their last 7 road games in that tremendous playoff push.
Another away-from-home note for the Celtics. They were 7-1 in road games against the rest of their division. Their road play was the driving factor as to why they made the playoffs.
Johnson, he's checked in for Sullinger. Good on the second free throw. We've got 1:13 left in the first half. Here's Crowder. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Crowder's got 7 points here in this quarter.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Craig. I mean, there's just another fantastic dime dropped right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel.
Now here's Parker. 5 points in the game. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
He's made one and missed one so far in the game.
Parker, 2 shots.
That free throw missing.
And guys, we've seen teams hire college coaches with no NBA experience before. It hasn't always worked out, but for Boston, they have to be very pleased with Brad Stevens.
And he's good on the second. And Brad Stevens now in his 3rd year coaching the Celtics. Greg, I know you admire him from afar. Good fit for the franchise. Good fit, Clark, for a young team.
Agree with you completely on all of that. He stresses team unity and selflessness and sets the example and tone with his demeanor.
Now here's Olynyk, and he gets it to go. Olynyk's got his first bucket in this one.
And they've done a great job of just keeping the pressure up on the scoreboard.
And that's why they're starting to pull away. I mean, not becoming conservative at all. Just adding to the lead. I love seeing a team do that.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And here's Smart. He's got 8. He feeds it to Thomas. With 1 on the clock. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. It's the Celtics running away with it. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, David, obviously a very strong first half. What's been the philosophy of this team and how you mentally set your focus as a group to come out and play your best basketball?
We just need to keep being consistent, and we're a team that's going to stay humble. That's not an issue with us. We're trying to play defense, rebound the basketball, and then just share the ball in offensive way as a team.
David, it's been a complete change in culture. Thank you for your time. Over to you guys.
All right, Doris, thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. Jared Sullinger came out on a mission in the first. He had 11 points, 3 rebounds, and also 3 steals. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
What a brilliant, unselfish half of basketball they just played. Their ball movement was absolutely impeccable. All in all, just beautiful basketball to watch.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on Milwaukee.
Well, when you look at the opponent field goal percentage, that tells the whole story. They gave up way too many good looks. When they come out of the break, they got to play way tougher, Ernie. Get those hands up. Get in your opponent's face. Do something.
That's going to do it for now as the second half is just about ready to get started. We'll see you later.
And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight.
Well, Sullinger has been great. He has 11 points, and the steals are starting to pile up for him also.
And Clark, he's really gotten into their heads because of it. I mean, guys are on the lookout for him, always worrying about where he is.
The dynamite pair of Antetokounmpo and Parker at forward. Carter Williams is the point with Middleton at the 2. And it's Monroe in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
Yeah, foolish play. He's got to be thinking out there.
which he clearly wasn't on that play. Or maybe he was thinking just about something other than basketball.
Well, speaking of thinking, back home, guys, we call that a good old-fashioned brain freeze.
Thomas dishes to Zeller. Power down with both hands.
Really nice dime dropping there. Playmaking ability is exactly what you get from Isaiah Thomas.
Now here's Antetokounmpo, screen by Monroe. Antetokounmpo passes to Monroe. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Monroe's got 11 points.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Pick by Zeller. Thomas kicks to Bradley. Stolen by Middleton. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. And Parker with the basket on the assist by Middleton. 8 points for Parker.
And a great job of taking advantage of the steal there to get those easy ones in transition.
You know, that's exactly how you draw it up, Greg, on the board. I mean, good defensive work, aggressive play in the open court. Those two things are hand in glove when they work together.
Here's Zeller. Jabari Parker making his last shot. 4 on the shot clock. The Celtics need to get a shot off. The three from Thomas can't hit. Good work defensively by Monroe.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin. Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Thomas dishes to Bradley.
Slide pass, still
and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Blowing the whistle on a lot of contact.
No contract.
It goes on.
Take my words. Like them 100 packs, bitch, still my bags. 2 blocks. No sins in them.
Taking a look at Avery Bradley, his career's been kind of up and down. Greg started out in high school where he developed into one of the nation's top prospects.
Looking at me like I fell out.
And as a college, really established himself as a offensive guard in the country, with numerous awards, then enters the draft after only 1 year.
Yeah, I named that
rapper. Good on the second free throw.
Y'all probably think.
You know, with Avery Bradley, he was the 19th pick in the draft for the Celtics. The outlook for him was great, but then ball handling and shooting injury concerns flattened out his development. Getting over the hump for a few years. He's over it now.
And that's such solid basketball right there.
Yeah, boy, we hear you.
Time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
Yeah, we hear you, boy.
Terrific understanding between teammates that made that possible. They really did read each other well there.
The Celtics with possession here.
Hey, what's up, guys?
By Milwaukee.
Dumbass.
Zeller, screen on Antetokounmpo.
You know he heard us, man. He heard
us. Last touch by Monroe.
I'll get paid in the ass.
Welcome fans to the FIBA World
Damn. How's that the first thing I hear when I get out here, man? First thing I hear when we get out here, Drew losing that 2K. No contract.
Boston timeout call.
So the Celtics call timeout there first.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
He was an asshole for that. He was a dick that episode.
No matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
Oh, boo-hoo, Howard. Chris, what you playing, man? I ain't even started playing shit, man. I just got old. He was like, he was like, you was making fun of Boom Howard? He hasn't done that since he had hair.
Middleton, and down it goes. Threw off a wonderful assist.
Dang. Like, damn.
Here's Bradley.
Oh,
and now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play.
What was that?
Outside Thomas.
Oh, yeah, that's what I want to do. Let me play this song. I was rapping this when I got home. I gotta get it going.
That one off the back iron and out.
1 of 4 here to start.
Tomorrow's the day, man. I still haven't even packed my bag yet. Where you going?
There's the pick.
Well, I'm coming down to the city for a night. Let's see. I mean, I'm
That's
off
in for his
tomorrow.
fifth make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
I'm going to
Every
the
time they get
circus.
scored on during this run,
Bullshit.
they come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really
No, I'm going to Ringling Brothers. Universal Circus is coming on.
and force them to beat you.
Unfortunately, I wanted to go see Sosa. I wanted to go see Sosa this year, but I missed it.
Parker, a screen on Thomas. Carter Williams.
That's what I say last year.
No one near.
No, just Ringling Brothers, bottom of daily. Get paid.
Listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Yeah, we from
Well,
the.
that fast break went according to plan.
Me and Shannon are going to be down there.
Greg, recognizing the opportunity was there.
I'm too excited, man. I got us a room for the night.
Here's Carter Williams.
What y'all gonna do for
Monroe
me, man?
left side.
Hell no.
For Monroe. Zeller grabs
What
the
y'all gonna do,
ball.
talk?
Zeller's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
We're gonna wrestle. That's what
And
we're
it's
gonna
9
do.
points for Isaiah Thomas.
Oh, for real?
You know, huge height advantage there. Because of the great body control, he's able to
You
cancel
gonna be
it
Diva
out.
champion or
Agreed.
something?
The body control
And
is
give it a power
in that
ball.
situation.
Y'all better get that eye.
A bunch
Give
of
it a power
and you
driver.
better be
The
able to
power
manufacture
driver.
things in there.
Zeller's gone 4-7 to get down the stretch.
Oh my God. He said, no, better yet, give it a power drive.
The shot will not go.
Oh my God.
Power driver. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the foul goes against Boston.
That's how the one dude. That's how the one dude be. Who just be like, everybody get what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That's how I do it. That's what I'm trying to do.
Haven't been pushed to a pace in this game. They have
Something that also stands out is the assists they have. I mean, that's mark of a good club.
And
But I bought the tickets today. This is a good thing. I bought those tickets, man. Like, you know, because I went on Ticketmaster for the circus tickets. Yeah. And like, you know, I was like, you know, let me get that's debatable. Like, they barely had shit left.
Statistics over the
Like for tomorrow, I was like, holy crap! I was like, what happened to the days when people would show up, would just, you know, buy the tickets there? You know what I mean?
And he can seem like the most
That's what-
dangerous
that's
guy
what I'm going
on the floor.
Right.
Deep range shooter who loves to take one-on-one.
Down to 5 on the
I almost fucked up and ended up not going to the circus at all tomorrow.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He was
I just gotta. I wake up tomorrow and go to work at 8 o'clock.
By himself, great pass.
I'm gonna get off at noon.
Boston leading by 21.
Hit the road by 1 o'clock or by 1:30.
Yeah, he really does. I mean, he's small,
I'm
tight,
checking.
size.
Checking time is 4 o'clock.
And yet, that sometimes derails him being as effective as he could be because he can't quite get comfortable.
And then I come back Saturday
Of being a backup.
to play Star Wars.
Yeah, I think everyone knew
Distribution Mexican, holy still singing. The contract, take my word.
I think that took everybody
Still
by
my
surprise.
word.
Yeah, I know, dude. Like, I'm excited too. Well, I'm cool if it's just the two of us. Like, you know, the two of us can go through the story.
For the Bucks, their improvement usually you see.
Well, isn't Garrett going to be on too, right?
Key players, Clark, they shot up the standing.
And part of that, Kevin, was just growing as a team, coming
oh,
together,
that's
and also
all.
improving the roster. Another part was that they were better than their record showed 2 years ago. Player development is part of the improvement.
Celtics leading by 23. Outside Bradley. He dishes it to Turner. Passes it to Zeller.
Yeah, he's getting water whip.
Pass to Lee. Shot clock at 6. Thomas
Dead
goes
in the
in.
living
It's
room.
blocked.
Get it? Meet him dead in the living room.
Last game for Boston. They
I do get it.
the Washington Wizards.
Have blast.
Now guarded by Bradley.
He's like Ray Charles. Rack him up. Ooh, take it full of 8 balls.
Down with a nice jam.
Did you get it, Drew? Dead in the living room. Did you get it? I got it.
Okay, Clark approves, everybody.
Yeah, but that's how you finish strong. Young fellas wearing.
That's what he said in the song. He said, "Get dead in the living room." That was a real way he started declining this shit. He started giving away what he was saying all the time. Like motherfuckers stupid.
Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Trying to forget it. Dead in the living room.
Turner against Middleton.
To the bricks. This about some new whip.
Turner.
Shit. 9-piece. Straight 8 balls.
Bradley passes to
Still
Turner.
blowing up like napalm.
Shoots. Again, finished by the Celtics.
That's exactly
looking at me like a pair of balls. No, sir. Not me. I'm double playing this like my Ferrari.
Milwaukee will retain possession.
This ain't even a game on
A different look for Milwaukee. Vasquez comes in for Chris Middleton. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Carter Williams. Amir Johnson's checked in for Boston. Smart comes in for Avery Bradley.
I put in 5 more.
Bucks trail by 21.
Straight 8 times. JG, he took out 8 times.
And easy 2 points on the layup. Monroe's got 13 points.
It's a plus to get good looks in the paint.
Oh, he got under 20. Uh-oh, that means he gonna lose by reasonable
Johnson
now.
screen.
Damn.
And Thomas, here we go. And a wide open look for Lee. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Vasquez kicks to Henson.
They play this, I mean, and I don't even try to be funny. They play the same
It's
position.
deflected. Lee with the steal.
So probably him.
To the paint. Here's Smart.
Probably really is him.
Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
What? This is why I stopped playing 2K, because I remember always being mad.
Put up any points in this one. Stolen by
That's the
Smart.
fun in it, though. I was being mad. That's the fun in it. I always be mad. All right.
The pass to Thomas.
That's how I feel. That's how I was.
Kicks to
Like,
Johnson.
always being mad to the point when you start winning. It's like, man, you just off.
6 on the shot clock. Outside Turner. Johnson sets the screen for Turner.
Right, yeah. I know that's why I was
the jam by
throwing
Johnson.
It
And
feels
doing
like
some dirty work on the offensive glass.
Yeah, no.
Follows it up Greg with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback.
Yeah.
Got a pigeon on that. Easy money right there, fellas. Going to school on these young fellas. Look that up. Pigeon.
Here's Mayo following the bucket by the
No
Celtics.
fucking fire
Nice
somebody.
ball movement by Milwaukee. The feed to Bayless. Drops in the tray. Bayless has got 5 points so far.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
Thomas
And
kicks to
actually,
Lee.
Wayne wasn't falling off. I'm actually,
Feeds to Smart.
yeah, he wasn't falling off.
Takes the 3. Here's Johnson. The shot misses. And Milwaukee the other way now. Inside. Here's Bayless. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
They've raised their field goal percentage just above 50% here.
That damn hot your ass.
They actually look like a totally different team than what we saw in
Why
the
you
first
gotta
half.
raise on his parade like
Much
that,
better
man?
execution offensively.
Giannis Antetokounmpo is checked in
He
for
wrapped it up there for me,
Monroe.
man. That's why I
Checked in for
did.
Boston. The Vasquez guy has remarkable consistency.
He's the hot as a stove. Or he ain't that hot as a stove. Like, damn, look at man have his little moment.
No, ain't no moment. We in the same
This is
position.
who he is. I mean, he's a good playmaker. He plays with great enthusiasm and energy. And we need to leave it there. Don't expect much more than that.
That's
I
good.
said, look, man, I'm a grown man. If I want to give away my cornbread, I'm gonna give it away. Nah, first it's gonna be your cornbread. That's gonna be ass. He said, fuck you. Right?
Boy, he said, hey, man, you don't eat his cornbread, man.
Corner Mayo.
It's so casual. He's like,
Dishes
don't eat
to
his cornbread, man.
Pass to Vasquez.
Damn.
Great
He tried to say it so casual like that, so he's gonna slide.
Maybe I'm just gonna take your cornbread. Oh hell no, you ain't taking my cornbread.
11 points in the game.
I swear that's a dude thing.
Over in the corner, Turner.
Y'all was so cool.
Cranes it from beyond the arc. Turner's got 5 points in the quarter.
No matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Well, plus two, it's like, why hold a grudge? Just like, get it out, and then like, all right, you won. That's it, you know.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Outside
so wait, you still got another quarter?
To the paint. Here's Olynyk. An easy layup after coming off the
The disappointment in his voice.
Shook his man. It was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Bayless the pass to Antetokounmpo.
Oh, I found humor in your sports as an others.
He feeds it to Bayless.
I should feel bad, but I know.
You should,
yeah. Great D that time from Thomas. 3 on 3. Here's Turner. Beyond the arc. And again, Boston with the triple. 7 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Antetokounmpo. And that's not going to go. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Boston on top, delivering the blowout. And time for the short break, and stay right
where you are. I think he's going to say shut up again. I was like, tune up to be like, shut up.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show.
As lousy as the woman was in the kitchen, she was even worse in the sack. I said the woman was terrible in the bedroom. Everybody's looking at Hank just sitting there.
And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. We've got Jay Crowder.
I know, but
it was with Redco. Then it's Olynyk, and it's Rozier in at the 1.
Sure they will. Sure they will. If all she does is lay there.
Right.
He kicks to Redco. Shot clock at 5.
But Cotton, in that situation, Cotton was just doing the big.
Let's it go from 14.
They trying to get Hank to react. Hank wouldn't react. Hank was just sitting there. He wouldn't say shit. Like, as bad as the woman was in the kitchen, she was even more lousy.
And for the Celtics, they're shooting at 51%.
Here's like, everybody looked at Hank like,
rebound, Milwaukee.
Hey, you gonna say something here, bro?
Bayless has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Kobe.
And then Cotton, I said.
Olynyk got his rebound tonight.
That's how you knew. That's how you knew you was being big. I said, the woman was terrible
got the first up on the board here in the fourth for the Celtics.
Still just sitting there like, hey, you gonna say something, bro? You gonna let your mom pay out the
here in the fourth.
I know, right?
Yes, you are, huh? Right.
And Plumlee kicks to Copeland.
Then there was me and lady in the peggy in the bed talking. You defended Trey more than you defended your mother. All Troy can do is
Celtics really seemed to get better as last season wore on, too. GA finished the year looking very dangerous.
It was like there was 6 drop passes. All Troy can do is get it there.
You know, one of the things the Celtics after the All-Star break was
like, what?
smart. I mean, they went in the middle of the pack in terms of turnovers to a team that rarely made mistakes.
Carter Williams.
So you gonna defend Trey, but you gonna leave your mama? Are you gonna leave your mama to hang like that, bro? Like the Trey, you know, there was 6 drop passes. All Trey can do is get it there.
So after making
all you can do is get it there, man. Well, you did his job.
Point about the Celtics
all that is true.
Last year after the All-Star break,
they
were 4th in the league in limiting their mistakes. They played well beyond their years down the stretch.
Here's Rozier. Here's Olynyk.
I agree with him wholeheartedly. All Troy can do is get it there. I agree with him.
Quite surprising to see the huge edge they have in what the scoreboard said.
Come on, man. Like, that's messed
up.
They've
been dominant on the board, but they are still falling short on the scoreboard.
No. That's the point they get me. Like, I said.
I mean, what you gonna say to that though? Like, Nah, I bet my mom is bomb in the bed, man. You fucking bullshit. Like, that's kind of jacked up you say that.
Nah, you ain't gotta say that. I'm just saying.
Comes in for Chris Copeland. And Middleton subbed in for Vaughn.
Like, stop talking about my mama, asshole.
Like, kick his ass. I mean, but like, for Hank, though, it's kind of messed up because that is his daddy, too, at the same time.
He hits the second from the line.
What can you really say?
Carter Williams with it.
I said. It was loud.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Antetokounmpo kicks to Carter Williams. They get a hand on it, and it goes out of bounds. And last touch by Carter Williams. And the Bucks making a change here. This is checked in.
Like I said, man, he ain't lying. All Troy can do is get it there. It ain't like he lying.
It's not like he was making excuses.
The Celtics have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter.
Like,
he dishes
like,
it to your
right, he ain't making an excuse. He kind of just reason for why, like why he didn't step up. Like, why he ain't like look at Troy.
Carter Williams
like, Troy don't deserve
the basket by Rozier.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo.
That's anybody. That's anybody, though. As bad as I want to make a joke about turnovers,
Celtics have gone 2
I don't have a good one,
on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Here's Olynyk, and it's Boston with another.
Kelly Olynyk, boy, he's a beast. He was a beast.
Middleton outside. Pass to Carter Williams.
He already he got suspended because he broke Kevin Love's shoulder.
Can't get it to go. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers.
How did he break his shoulder?
The first half of a quick
they was going for a loose ball and he pulled his arm.
Here's Crowder. Offensive rebound. Great deal time for Middleton.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up.
Kevin Love ended up missing. Oh, yeah. I forgot that part. This is why he got suspended, because Kevin Love ended up missing the rest
just
of the
over
playoffs.
3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
He ended up missing how much of the playoffs?
The rest
6
of
to
it.
shoot. Here's Antetokounmpo.
So that happened in the last game of the first round.
Chance here now.
That happened in the last game of the first round. He ended up missing the last 3 rounds.
Job
So
there
including the
of taking
finals.
the
His
harm
first ever
and
playoff
still
appearance.
able to finish.
Yeah, he
There you go.
imposed his will on the defense that
kinda-
time. He was not going to
kinda
be
deserved
denied
that
right
one.
there.
I ain't gonna say. As much as I don't like the Cavs, he did kind of deserve the suspension. But as far as the injury goes,
You spent so much money on him, but you just gotta hurt him like that?
why tell you
Antetokounmpo in this one. He has 11 points, and he's knocked down 5 shots at the charity stripe.
all
Good
you did
numbers
was
for
get
him.
him there.
Yeah,
I had to
they
get
are.
him the
It's
ball.
been a nice element of his game today.
And it's Rozier missing. And so it's Milwaukee now.
So, man, all I could do was get it there. These motherfuckers gotta catch it.
By Antetokounmpo.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to
All
go.
Troy could do was get it there.
There's the pick.
What's going on in this Warriors, man? The Clippers beating their ass
Here's
last
Rozier.
time. The Clippers look like the Warriors.
Out
It
to
was
the
like they
wing.
took the team's foot. It was like the Clippers
And
the
that
Warriors.
one's
The Warriors the
good.
Clippers.
8 points for Kelly Olynyk.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
No contact.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
Shoot
Foul
box.
call that
No
time on the way up.
shoes,
That'll
baby.
give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Shooting for Milwaukee, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Craig Monroe. He's checked in for
That ain't no
Giannis.
AK-47.
Austin
That's
also with the
that's a
sub.
9 and
Bradley's
better.
checked in for Crowder.
Damn, hold on. Oh, the Clippers got 60 in the first, well, 62 now. 62 in the first half. Damn, Golden State.
And so he makes both from the line.
Yo, what did y'all do better
Celtics
than
have
damn
gone
Drew
4
Life
of
was
10
cool
here in the final
defense?
period. Not the time to go
shit.
cold. Here's your Repco. Under the Kumbo defending.
Drew, did you start coaching the Clippers and Steve Kerr's absence?
And there's the pass to your Repco. Nice ball moving.
Just
4 to shoot. Here's Rozier.
The Warriors.
Hits it from 3-point range.
They've stepped up their three-point shooting game in the second half. They're letting it fly out there with reckless abandon.
Lacking in confidence. And I really like that. Sometimes you see teams get
get
a lead, playing not to lose.
Rozier's a rookie out of
2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold
part of that Rick Pitino skin.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
You ain't heard about what's going on in Louisville?
Outside Bradley.
Yeah. Apparently, allegedly, and I'm always trying to make sure I say allegedly because I wasn't there. I don't know.
Can't get it to go.
But allegedly, for like 5, Rick Pitino hired an escort from recruits. This chick named Katina Powell, and her, like, in the odd thing, her and all 3 of her daughters was like hired as escorts to have sex with like recruits.
Good for basket number 7 tonight.
And like they even named like a few that's in 2K, like Russ Smith.
Boston's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range.
Farrell, who's on the Rockets now.
There's the feed to Urebko.
Yeah, I check it out. I've been wanting to see it.
Well, yeah, they have the investigation for that right
5 to shoot from beyond the arc, and the basket by Rozier. Rozier's got 8 here in the quarter.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Let's face it, the defense is a step slow. You've got to take away the airspace.
Now here's Monroe.
Got
a piece of it.
I said work cracked so hard, it felt like I was at work.
Here's Boston.
At the club.
And it's Rozier missing.
Oh, nice play on D. Got that hand in the face and prevented him there from getting an easy look.
Exactly.
Wow.
Alert and aware.
That's good.
Really reacted quickly to that shot attempt.
Well, that fast
Why did it feel like that? Like,
according to plan.
Yeah,
really
nice
busy
job
or what?
there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
And Boston has possession, following the bucket by the Bucks. Pass to Mickey.
We just have fun. We chilling, joking and shit.
It's deflected. Kicks it out to Bradley. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
Milwaukee ball.
Vasquez, he's checked in for Milwaukee.
Vasquez.
Yeah, 7 points and 5 rebounds.
Bucks have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the 4th quarter. Middleton dishes to
7 and
Vasquez.
5? Damn, boy.
Feeds to Parker.
You just don't know how to... See, you got to know your personnel, man. You got to know your personnel.
Rebounded by the Celtics. Olynyk got his 7th rebound here
I know,
tonight.
man.
It's Bradley on the wing.
He's starting to get mad.
It's good from long range.
17.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the 3-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots
All
from
right,
deep either, so
17,
that's
15,
a double-edged sword there.
Now here's Vasquez. And Parker,
No,
here we go.
17.
Boston's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the 4th. Olynyk with it. He's picked up by Parker. Rozier the pass to Olynyk. Here's Rozier. The 8-footer. And it's Boston with another.
Take the playoff.
And so it's Milwaukee now. They're off to Denver after this game as they apply their skills at the Pepsi Center. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them.
Again.
Now here's Parker.
I got it. I got it.
Here's Monroe. It's blocked. And he's able to get it back. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Damn, 9 and 5.
Boston dictating the flow. To the inside.
I'm going to start the season with the edge.
Here's your Repco. Antetokounmpo defending.
Good. Your
Repko's got 4 points in the quarter.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
I was listening to songs that I used to listen to, like I listened to Wonderful today, Slow Jams.
And now it's Bradley running. He can go all the way. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Quick hands.
What?
Steal and then just mad.
Oh, my bad.
Great sequence for them.
I love the Shipper remix.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good.
All I do is win.
Attacking basketball at both ends.
That's all you hear in 2K, man.
Just didn't get squared up with his feet.
All I do is win.
Always tough to judge.
That's
But
like
I think the official got that one right.
A different look from Milwaukee. Damian Inglis has checked in for
Rap song.
Jared Bayless subbed in for Chris Middleton.
Rap song.
Rick Ross. Me and you, your mama and your cousin.
Monroe down low. Rebound by Olynyk.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Here's Rozier. And the rejection by the goal. And so it looks like the Celtics will be taking possession here. Milwaukee making a switch. Oakland's checked in. Olynyk in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Rozier. From outside, off the mark. The Bucks shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. And Bayless kicks to Monroe. Mickey grabs the board. And here's Boston. They're on 12-4. Here's Rozier. He feeds it to Olynyk. Shoots it. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5%. The Bucks shooting at 46%. Making some points. Vasquez kicks to Monroe. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And what a double machine Greg Monroe is becoming. Top 6 for power forwards last season. Top 5 for centers. And his game is continuing to evolve.
Smart's checked in for Avery Bradley. And he's good on the second. Well, Greg, the thing about Monroe, we knew he was a prolific scorer and a rebounder when he was a 5-star recruit out of high school. So Clark, this is nothing new for him.
I think what you see, Kevin, is added muscle coming into play and benefiting.
Come and get it if you really need
But
it.
being stronger makes him more
Maybe go get that out.
One team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Celtics.
Clark, look at their number of assists.
Well, they minimized
He one-shotted me. Are you
situations, Kevin. They got
serious?
the ball moving, and it's
Right. And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
in what should be an exciting 4-game season series between these
That's
two
always
teams.
like.
They have to feel great about
That's
taking
always my
this first
problem.
one
I always
tonight
have,
against
like,
the Bucks.
20
And
more
a
shots.
great team effort, but still, what
But
an
they always have more
incredible
shots. That's because
performance
like
Thomas.
they get off
And the
his
way he
rebound,
was able
like,
to
turn it
dice
over.
up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
No, they do. No, they be having like close. They be having close to it. It'd be like 15 or 17 or something like that. Most mainly off offensive rebound this year. Well, that's because you got a.
And the first one is Miles Plumlee's checked in for Monroe.
Like I got the Bulls. Let's be real, man. Mirotic ain't grabbing too many rebounds. He's not grabbing a lot of. He too damn fucking
That's
skinny
also
and
good. So he hits both of them.
non-intelligent on doing anything besides shooting the ball.
54 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Like, he can shoot the ball well. He just can't do shit else.
Now Bayless. He kicks to Vasquez. No good on the triple.
You know, even against defense as tight as that, you expect him to bury those.
Yeah, I don't know, though. Clark, the defender was on him like glue on that possession. That would have been a heck of a bucket, even though we've seen him hit those.
And I didn't pack my bag.
Just look at how
I didn't pack my bag. I still gotta pack my shit.
over the last
Make my bed.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
Here is Bayless. Passes it to Plumlee. And Boston with the rebound. And here's Smart. Here's Rozier.
Come and get it if you really.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. And time now to head over to Ernie Johnson for the 2K postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Man, I got my Black Friday schedule, man. Well, not even Black Friday, my week schedule. I saw that shit, man.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Isaiah Thomas. He led the way tonight with a double-double and was a major reason why they won tonight. His effort and intensity gave them the boost they needed.
This guy is explosive.
Well, so much for seeing out there, Kevin.
He's got a crackiness to his game and a work ethic that just does not quit.
And then Thanksgiving, I got to work 4 to 10.
Putting up them buckets himself, Isaiah Thomas finds a way to get it done.
It's not too often you see a guy crack 18 assists in a game. That's how in tune he was. Great anticipation, great understanding of every defense that they threw at him. Exactly the kind of game a team wants from its point guard.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great day.
Me too. 8 whole hours. Note to self, get out of retail.
Well, not so much get out of retail. You just got to get it fixed. Yeah, it's shitty.
All right, guys. Well, we had a couple guys who had big games today, but not able to pull out this one again. Definitely did not play that well. Overall, we didn't play well, but as you see on the bottom there, Greg Monroe, 20 points, 16 rebounds, had a monster double-double game. Decent game from Giannis Antetokounmpo, and there was somebody else. I can't remember who else had a decent game. But we just, outstanding performances, but not a outstanding result, as we now fall to 8-0 on the season. Lost by 40 in that one. But so far our best game this year, the game against the Brooklyn Nets, which we lost 116-88. So still not a great game, but we're going to be facing the Nuggets next. The Nuggets not the hottest team in the league right now, 2-5. So hopefully we can take advantage of them. And then because Saturday the Cleveland Cavaliers come to town, and that is not going to be a fun game. I'm going to tell you that right now. That's going to be a beatdown. I'm thinking, but you know what? We're gonna give it our best. We're gonna give it our all, and we're gonna see what happens. But that's gonna go ahead and do it for this episode of Road to the Finals. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to follow us here on Twitch at Life of Raw Sports Gaming, as well on YouTube at Life of Raw Sports Gaming Network, and then don't forget to follow us on Twitter as well at LRSGN. Keep up with everything going on when videos are uploaded, and little tidbits I throw on there every once in a while about the channel. So thanks for watching, guys, and you guys be sure to keep it real.